Welcome back, everybody, to Mighty Switch Force for the finale, where we take on the hyper remixes of the bonus levels. And it is here where I kind of find the difficulty jumps the shark, particularly in 2 levels. We will get to them as they come up. It was the point in the game that I had to use a certain thing that I will be showing off once those levels come up, even though I had said I wouldn't use it. It's just doing the levels without the thing, which I will keep referring to as that thing until we actually get to Hyper Bonus 2 is when I first use it. But yeah, it was something that I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't have that kind of patience. If I did, I'd be curing AIDS. But anyway, I don't use it in Hyper Bonus 1 because this level's honestly pretty basic. Like, in terms of Hyper Remix levels. I can do this level. Yes, this is the finale of this playthrough. I will be showing off the alternate costume that came with the May 30th update that I had mentioned in the previous part. This part right here, right at the end, I was just feeling lazy, and I'm just like, you know what, instead of learning how to do this properly, I'm just gonna damage boost my way up here, because seriously, I don't have time for this shit. Fly away! Alright, now like I said, Hyper Bonus 2 is the level in which I start using this broken piece of shit. It's the Mega Blaster, I believe, as opposed to the pellet shooter that we were using. And you can see how game-breaking it is. It goes through enemies. It goes through those giant concrete blocks that normally you would need some form of explosion to break. And it's completely broken. And I feel justified in using it here because, like I said, this to me is where the difficulty in this game kind of jumped the shark. I use it in this level, and I also use it in Hyper Bonus 4 for a completely different reason. It's not because there was a lot of launch blocks and exploding that I would need to do in Hyper Bonus 4. Well, we'll get to that when we get to that. And you can see, the power time on this level is 220. I just beat it in 105 with that thing. That is how broken and overpowered the Mega Blaster is. I think you have to beat level 16 in order to access it, and even then, you have to have completed the level first before you can use it in the level. Like, I had to beat Hyper 2, or Hyper Bonus 2 normally, before I was allowed to use it. Use the Mega Blaster. I don't use that power-up here, though, because honestly, this is basic stuff, and this level is actually fun compared to the previous one. So I'm like, yeah, let's just do it this way. And Hyper Bonus 4, I think you're gonna sympathize with me why I chose to use the Mega Blaster on Hyper Bonus 4. Don't get me wrong, it is possible to do those levels under the power time with the what's-its-face, the pellet shooter, but I don't have that patience. That being said, there's a lot of these colored switch blocks here, much like there was in regular Bonus 3. It's just, you know, different patterns. That's the entire MO of the Hyper Remix levels. I know I've said it time and time again, but I guess I just want to hammer the point home on that. Just make sure not to get yourself tripped up by it. Alright, now we're gonna come up on the last section of the level here. Those are like those awkward jumps that you started seeing in the latter Hyper levels, but now it's like, okay, I'm used to them now. Right, on to Hyper Bonus Level 4. And I'm like, after trying to do this level with this crazy timing shenanigans, I'm like, screw that crap. See, normally, what you would have to do is shoot those turtle things with the pellet shooter down to these levels so that you can go through all the timing and the launch blocks and and I just could not get it down. So instead of, you know, trying to do this thing for 2 goddamn hours, I'm just like, fuck it. I think I have done my time with this game. Don't get me wrong, this is a great game. It's just, you know, last levels are being last levels. And stuff. And even though I have the Mega Blaster here, the very tail end of the level is still quite difficult. It's one of those parts where having the Mega Blaster is not going to help you because it is all about switch timing. Right here. These just, This took a couple of tries to get right. Basically, my MO here was like, okay, fuck, like, getting a really good time with just the Mega Blaster and, like, doing all this stuff and doing all these sorts of resets and shit. I'm just gonna get a run under the par time and be fucking done with it. And with that, we come to the last level of the entire game. And that is Hyper Bonus 5, which actually did not take me near as long to learn as regular Bonus Level 5. It's another one of these things where the blocks automatically switch every 3 seconds. So you just gotta keep on the ball with that. And as per usual, they are arranged more dickishly. The switch blocks are. Gotta remember to shoot that. I actually don't think there was as much memorization that had to be done with this versus regular Bonus Level 5. I know I sure as hell didn't memorize all that much. You gotta shoot and jump to get the one on the lower one at the last possible second. And I paused because I thought I screwed up that jump, but I turned out I was fine. Gotta make sure you launch out of here so that you can get to the other side and continue the freaking level. Alright, it is possible, and I've done this before, to go through this section full speed and just keep your jump going and not get hit, but I've done it once. and it was on a take where I failed to get past a certain part at the end of the level. This is arranged more awkwardly. This only took me about, I'd say 30 minutes of play to pretty much get it down pat. I didn't do that right. I should have done it the other way, where I killed the enemy first and then got the hooligan sister, but it doesn't matter. The power time is 3 minutes, and, you know, it's actually pretty lenient considering all the stuff you have to do. And that hit that I took back there was intentional. It's because I wasn't going to go through all that crap if I could just get to the checkpoint and do it easier that way. And you're going to see me pausing again, just so I can read the switch blocks. And just a couple of more sections of this. This one's actually kind of... That section right there is actually kind of tricky. And then this here will be it! And it's the final level completed. We have done all the levels. Beat the par times on all of them. It's nothing special that you get for doing this. But it's kind of a nice challenge to set for yourself. And I guess the main reward was the other outfit that you got when you got the par times in the first 21 levels of this game, which is what you would see in the 3DS version. You see me scroll through all the levels, all the stars. And I have one last thing to show off, and that is the alternate costume that you get with the May 30th update. This looks exactly like the 3DS version, Patty. Although why you can't change the Hooligan Sisters to fit that aesthetic, I have no idea. But, you know, can't have everything. Yeah, I'm just going through level 1 because I'm like, I want a level that's easy and I can really show off this thing. But yeah, after this is actually going to wrap it up for Mighty Switch Force. Would highly recommend this game. If you have a 3DS or a Wii U, get it. If you have a 3DS and a Wii U, get the Wii U version because it has more levels. There is a, because I know there's Mighty Switch Force 2 that I think was just released on Thursday, but I don't have a 3DS, so won't be playing that anytime soon, unfortunately. But anyway, that being said, that is going to wrap things up for Mighty Switch Force. Thank y'all for watching this playthrough. This has been JBizzo49, and I'll see you on the next playthrough.